it. Hey, Cassandra, do you have any questions?
No,
Oh,
I don't.
awesome. Well, I wanted to ask about some of your initial questions here. I see you went to St. Thomas. What did you study at St. Thomas?
I studied applied mathematics with a minor in data science.
Nice. And what do you want to do with that?
I at some point wanted to help develop small companies, kind of like looking at profit and loss, more on the accounting side of things, developing their financial P&Ls and all that good stuff.
Nice. So you love numbers, you'd say?
Yeah.
Well, Cass, I wanted to ask you, what did you like most about the opportunity?
Well, I love the fact that you can grow with the company and that there's like no, limit as to like how far you can take it.
And how will this opportunity help you?
Well, I know that I definitely need leadership skills and confidence, and I want to be able to, lead a team. And I can definitely see myself growing with the company. So I feel like this would be a perfect fit to help me build those skills.
And who would you do your first presentations for?
Probably like my mom, aunts, uncles, just close family friends. I have a handful, like maybe like 7 to 10 people I can start with.
Awesome. And do you have any other questions?
No, not specifically. I did have questions like how the management stuff works, but I'm sure that's obviously stuff we'll get to talk about in training.
Yeah, if accepted, that's something that we would definitely cover in training. And Cassandra, I wanted to ask you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how enthusiastic would you be to be a part of this team?
Honestly, like a 10, not gonna lie.
A 10?
Very
Tell me why a 10.
excited. Well, I'm excited because, I've never had a job where I get to work from home and I get to like meet new people, all in a safe environment, and also being able to grow and earn the income, to be able to pay for school, support myself, just it all seems really good. So I'm just excited for all of it.
And why do you think you're a good fit for the job?
Well, I know that I'm very coachable. I used to play sports, and I know that whatever you put in is what you get out. So I know that training is kind of like whenever we would train for sports, right? Putting in the work to warm up and know the in and outs. So I'd be open to, trying out new things and seeing where we can take it from there.
Awesome. And I want to thank you, Cass, for being up front with me. Sandra, I truly do feel that, anybody can succeed with Vector if they have the right attitude and work ethic. And with that being said, we don't have positions for just anybody right now. But what I noticed about you was, first and foremost, we're taking more applications than ever before. And we only want to bring on, the right people who are going to be successful and a good fit for the team. But a couple of things that stood out to me about you, and this is just in speaking with you for this brief period, you've given me a really good first impression. You presented yourself very well. And Cassandra, I really like that, you have high goals. And it sounds like you have a dead set plan, right? And when you were sharing how, leadership roles and bigger opportunities can help you later on in your future in terms of wanting to run businesses or do P&Ls and work with larger companies, you're someone that, as I like to say, you're an athlete, right? And our best representatives are athletes. So athletes succeed at a high level in Vector because they have an incredible perseverance. They never give up. And when they get knocked out, they tend to find a way to succeed. So because you were successful, in your sports career, as well as your academia career, I know you're the type of person who would never settle for less than your best. Is that true?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm always so hard on myself.
No. And for those reasons, Cassandra, I'd like to offer you a position today. So how does that sound for you?
Oh my gosh, really?
How do you feel?
Very excited for the opportunity.
Awesome. Well, Cassandra, do you have a pen and paper? I want to make sure that we can go ahead and get you set up for training.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, awesome. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready for it. Go for it.
All right, Cassandra. So as mentioned, the job is very, very flexible, but the only thing that isn't flexible is the training. So I want to make sure that we map out a good game plan for you in terms of getting you set up properly. Alrighty, so can you go ahead and walk me through your schedule for this week for Thursday, Friday?
Well, I don't have anything planned besides dropping off my son to school, and that's it.
On Thursday and Friday?
Yeah,
Okay, and what time do you usually drop off your son?
it's normally at 8 a.m. or before then, and I pick him up at 3:30.
Okay, so you typically pick him up every day at 3, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah. Or
Okay.
sometimes I have someone pick him up.
Okay, awesome. The reason I ask is because I do have a training this week. Excuse me. It's going to be Thursday and Friday of this week. Now on Thursday, we go from noon to 7:30. If you go ahead and write that down, we go from noon to 7:30. And then on Friday, we go from 9:30 to 4:30. Training's going to be amazing this week. We have some of our elite trainers in training this week, and I don't want you to miss anything. Okay. So if we can go ahead and, like you said, you have an option for someone to pick him up at 3:30 on Thursday and Friday. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. That's what I would recommend. Now, if something else comes up, please let me know. That way we can make sure we work around that. But again, I don't want you to miss anything. Like I said, the job is very flexible. The only thing that isn't flexible is the training. All right, so I want to make sure we have you all set. But I will make a note of that here for you too. But Cass, all I need you to do is make sure that you are in front of a computer with good internet connection. Now, you'll want to wear comfortable but professional attire. So for ladies, I typically recommend a nice blouse or a button down if preferred. We want to make sure that we're dressed at least from the waist up, correct? Because we are on Zoom. Now, you do want to make sure that you have snacks available during training. We are going to be talking about food all day, so you'll definitely get hungry. You may see some pineapple cut up on screen and be like, oh, I want pineapple. So you want to make sure you have snacks and things ready to go. You also want to make sure you have a lunch prepared, simply because there will be breaks. We just don't have like an hour-long break for you to run the Whataburger, come back, and things like that. We really want to stick and move through training and give you the best training we can. And most importantly, you want to plan, Cassandra, to arrive at least 15 minutes early. Alrighty, so this way that you have enough time to check in, meet with the team captain, and fill out any paperwork that we may need from you, and get to meet some members from the team. Now, you will receive a confirmation email with your training information. Alrighty. Now your training, you're going to be training with, we do a divisional training here, but your trainers are going to include myself, Miss Erica Garza, Miss Mary Lou Greeny, who oversees the Conroe office, as well as our East Houston manager. And our team, our group training is amazing. Our division is, one of the top of the company. Our region just finished #1 again in the nation. So you have some high level training, and your training is going to cover everything. Okay. But there is one assignment that you need to do beforehand that you need to have prepared. And now, Cassandra, I want to tell you, this is the most important assignment before training, and it's your brainstorm list. Okay. So this is a brainstorm list of potential people that you can get started showing Cutco to. Now you are going to go to, can you go ahead and write this down for me? Tiny URL. So TINY URL.com. And then it's going to be a / brainstorm list. Okay. So you're going to go to tinyurl.com / brainstorm list. And this is where you're going to go to organize your initial contacts. Now you can write down anyone, anywhere, and as many as you can. Okay. And if you're going to go above and beyond with anything, do it with your names list. It's going to help you succeed at the job more than you know. Now, you want to make sure you write this down, but most people start training with 30 or more names and numbers. For reps who have really big goals, they shoot for 50 to 100 plus. Now, you might not show them all, but the more people on your list, the more selective that you can be. So you want to shoot for as many as you can already. And you want to be prepared with this list for the first day of training. You can organize your list, by the way, however you like, on that spreadsheet or in a notebook. But I'll tell you now, my representatives that show up ready to go, and we can really get them off to a fast start, they show up with 30 or more names and numbers. You want to focus on, individuals who are married and over 30. All right, or over 30 with a full-time job is what I'll tell you. Put stars by that, because I know you said you're interested in getting off to a really fast start in your notes away from the and your outro questions. So yeah, you want to shoot for 30 plus married individuals over 30 already that have a full-time job. Okay, but again, you want to include anyone from anywhere on this list, as big as you can take it. And I wanted to ask you lastly, Cassandra, have you talked to your parents about the job yet?
Yes. Well, actually, no. Yes and no.
Okay,
No,
awesome. So
I had the interview.
okay, awesome. So if they've heard of Cutco before, then they'll be a big supporter. If they haven't, don't worry. They may have some more questions, but have them check out, go ahead and write this down for me. Have them check out vectorparents.com. So Vector, VECTOR, parents.com, and it'll handle common questions, and it'll also give updates on show how we are continuing to work through, this COVID-19 pandemic and how it's impacting the company. Cassandra, do you have any questions in terms of training times and days or your assignment?
No, so I have Thursday, Fridays at 12 to 7, and then I forgot the other.
Friday from
Friday.
9:30 to 4:30 p.m.
Okay, Friday 9:30 to 4:30, and then training list, which is at tinyurl.com/brainstorm list, and I can download that and write people down. Expected is probably ideal to have 30 or more people on it who are over 30 with a full-time job, and I can direct my parents to vectorparents.com. I think I have
Yes,
everything
ma'am.
down.
Sounds like you got it all. And another thing, if you have issues with that, you still want to visit the Tiny URL brain list. But if you have issues, no worries. You can write it in a journal, a scratch sheet of paper, anywhere that you're going to remember it, all right? Or you can type it into another spreadsheet. But I'll tell you this, you want to pay attention to that because there's a cool little contest at the top of it. So you want to make sure that you review that. We're going to have some awesome prizes and training. But Cass, if you don't have any other questions for me, by the way, you'll have my phone number and my email after this, so you can reach out. Feel free to reach out for anything. But I do want to let you know, Cassandra, it was great meeting you. And I do want to welcome you to the team, formally. But I can't wait to get to know you better and see what you can do. You're already a strong communicator. I'm excited to see what you can do from here. But Cassandra, I'm excited that we'll be seeing you on Thursday at 12. And then we'll see you again on Friday at 9:30. Okay. But congrats again, and we'll talk to you soon.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.